At a recent big Yu-Gi-Oh event that was going on, a lot of things were revealed with the future of the Yu-Gi-Oh series. One of the things I want to talk about in today's video is that the Master Rules are going to be changed again. The timing of when the new Master Rules come into place is a little bit weird. They come out on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. So I've seen a few people commenting like, this is an April Fool's joke, right? It's one of those early ones. They're going to get us later. So we're going to watch a video, and then we're going to talk about what happens. So this is on the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG EU official website. It's only a minute and a half, which perfectly summarizes exactly how the game's being changed. So here we go.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It is the season of giving, so today I'm here to give you the lowdown on some changes to the official rules of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game that will go into effect on April 1st, 2020. Currently, the rules require that any monster summoned from the extra deck must be summoned to an extra monster zone, or your main monster zone that a Link Monster's link arrow is pointing to. This rule is being changed for fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and Xyz monsters. Starting April 1st, 2020, fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and Xyz monsters may be summoned to an extra monster zone, or any of your main monster zones, even without the aid of a Link Monster's link arrows. This change will only apply to fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and Xyz monsters. Link monsters and pendulum monsters that are special summoned from the extra deck must still be special summoned to an extra monster zone or your main monster zone a Link Monster's link arrow is pointing to. Best of luck in your holiday duels.
See you in January. So luckily for all of us, this change isn't as huge as when we had the last Master Rules put into effect. Just think about how big the change was last time. It changed up the field. We had 2 extra monster zones put in place. The Pendulum monster zones were merged into the Spell and Trap card zones. This isn't changing the field at all. But one of the mechanics that they introduced back then was the fact that they didn't want you to spam fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and Xyz monsters. So what they did, they brought out this link mechanic, which was supposed to slow down the game. You summon out a decode talker, which would point in 2 different directions. That card could only go in the extra monster zone. With these link markers now, you could summon your other extra deck monsters into these zones, and that's the only way you could bring out lots of monsters. Because people were just going like a bit over the top with the amount of power you could have. When this change came out, we had some people saying, this is good, it'll slow down the game, more people can get involved with it as well because it won't be so fast-paced. You had other people saying, well, this change really hurts a lot of decks. Decks that relied on getting loads of monsters out, how are you supposed to do that now? So I don't know really a good example, but like Quasar Dragon, I guess. Though it still can be done with the Link Monster era, it just makes things so much more harder, and it makes a lot of decks a little bit unreliable now with that fact. So the way this new ruling works, it's kind of meeting in the middle between these 2 extremes. Link monsters, we all know, can be spammed super fast. People get out like the U thing, the extra monster link, every now and then, but you can just see how quickly people can make these link monsters. So having the ability to only summon link monsters to link zones, I think is good. I'm glad they didn't take that away. Pendulum monsters were always able to spam. You special summon all your monsters from your hand that are in the pendulum thingies, but then everything that goes to the extra monster zone, you could only summon to the extra monster zone or a link zone. That stayed the same. So they've sort of curbed over summoning with these 2, and then they've met you in the middle by saying fusion, synchro, and Xyz, you know what? You can summon them to the main monster zone. In a way, it makes the extra monster zone a bit ridiculous in a way now, because it's not really an extra monster zone, is it? It's a link and pendulum zone. So it's confusing, but how does this make me feel? I think I like it. Again, I'm not a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. I play it casual, but I try hard. So I like the fact now I'll be able to play, I don't know, a Cyber Dragon deck. I can get out my Cyber Dragon Infinity, my Cyber End Dragon, my Rampage Dragon, all on the field without having to summon out Link monsters or things like that. And if I want to now, I don't even need to play Link monsters. Now I say it, the point of Link monsters, you had to get them before because else you'd be at a hindrance. So it's kind of, it's not like a paywall, but you had to buy Link monsters in order to play your deck, basically. And now they're saying, well, now you don't really need Link monsters. You should play Link monsters because they're really good, but if you just want to play a fusion deck, a synchro deck, an Xyz deck, or a bit of everything, you don't need these now. You may never need to summon into the extra monster zone now. So what this kind of does is it extends your field in a way, because now you have 5 and the extra monster zone, so you can summon 6 monsters without any any problems now, I guess. I don't know, it's just a weird thing. It's a weird change, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because this comes in effect on April 1st. I feel like they've done this. This is what I would do as a marketing sort of guy. Let's reveal a big change. Let's see how everybody feels about it. If everybody hates it and we get like 1 million dislikes, just April Fool's joke because we bring it out on April 1st. If everyone loves it or majority love it, then yeah, we'll say it's real, and then that's a win-win situation either way. But to summarize, I'm excited. And I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Were any of your decks really hindered by the fact that you had to have Link Monsters in your deck? Did Link Monsters put you off the card game? I'd love to know in the comment section below. But let me know what you think, guys. What do you think about these changes? Are you excited? Are you not excited? Let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you all for watching. Catch you later.